take it slow almost never means what you think it means. In fact, most men either overreact or sabotage the connection the moment they hear those words. Now today I'm going to decode the truth behind that line, so you stop misreading women and start responding like a man who's confident, grounded, and impossible to replace. In a few minutes, I'll break down the 4 real meanings behind take it slow, the mistake men make with each one, how to respond in a way that builds attraction instead of killing it. Stay with me, because misunderstanding just one of these can actually make you lose a woman who actually likes you. But before we dive deep into this, if you want more real talk about relationships, the kind of content that actually helps you understand what's really going on, hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for what comes next. Let's jump right in. Number 1. The I like you, but I'm pacing myself version. When a woman says, take it slow, while still showing high engagement, men sometimes misread it. 90% of the time, if I'll be honest. She's into you, and she knows she's into you. And that's exactly why she's pacing herself. Here's what's actually going on in her head. She likes where things are going, but she doesn't want to lose control of the situation. Women think long-term, faster than men do. They think about emotional consequences earlier. So if she feels herself bonding quickly, she applies brakes, not to stop, but to stay in control. And this version usually shows up in different ways, especially when she texts you first, but ends with, don't want to rush things, you know? Or she opens up emotionally, and then says, well, I just want to take it slow. Maybe she's affectionate on dates, but cautious about labels. She consistently shows up, initiates and engages without wanting to sprint. The key point here is she's not slowing you down, she's slowing herself down. And that's the crucial difference you need to understand. She's managing her own emotional acceleration so she doesn't get ahead of you. This is pacing and not pulling away. Most men hear the phrase in panic, thinking that it's rejection. And that panic basically makes them over-pursue, beg for clarity, demand reassurance, try to prove that they're serious, rush the bond to compensate. Now all of that collapses the attraction that she already had. Women measure a man's emotional stability in this exact moment. So the correct thing you want to do is to stay leading, stay confident, match your pace without shrinking your presence. It looks like this. Still go ahead and plan dates. Still flirt. Still escalate intimacy at a natural rhythm. You just don't try to slap a label on something that she's still enjoying. You become the calm center she can relax into. When a woman is pacing because she likes you, the last thing you should do is to speed up to compensate. Slow doesn't mean stop. Slow means she wants the connection to grow in a way that she trusts and not in a way that makes her scared. If you handle this version of her correctly, her attraction will deepen. Handle it incorrectly, and you'll look insecure, needy, or threatened by her tempo. This version is actually the best one for a man who knows how to play the long game. 2. The you're moving too fast for my comfort version. Most men don't realize when they're the ones creating pressure. Women say, take it slow, when a man's pace basically doesn't match her comfort level. It isn't a sign she's not interested. She's just overwhelmed. See, sometimes the pressure is not intentional. It's how your behavior feels to her, not how you meant it, right? I'll explain. Things that trigger the you're moving too fast for my comfort version include things like you texting constantly, you escalating emotionally faster than she wants you to, you talking about the future too early, you start acting like a boyfriend before she's chosen you, You expect commitment before she feels ready. You respond instantly every time in a way that feels intense instead of confident. Men interpret this, however, as, "I'm showing interest." Women interpret this as, "You're moving me somewhere faster than I want to go." Your internal intention doesn't matter. Her emotional response does. Women need time to feel safe before they attach. A man who sprints emotionally creates distrust, not excitement. When she says, "Take it slow," in this context, she's testing. Can he hold his own pace without collapsing into neediness? Is he attracted to me or just obsessed with the idea of being chosen? Does he respect my boundaries, or is he trying to override them? She's essentially checking for stability. So some mistakes men make is they respond in two dysfunctional ways. 1. They get defensive. "Why are you pulling away? Are you seeing someone else? Did I do something wrong? Just tell me what you want." This basically exposes insecurity. She sees the emotional volatility she was afraid of. Second thing they do is they overcorrect. They vanish, pull all the way back. They try to act unavailable to regain power. This isn't confidence. It's emotional retreat. Both reactions will destroy her trust. The correct move is to stay calm, grounded leadership. You need to respond in a way that says, "I'm interested, but I'm not desperate. I'm confident, but not clingy. I can lead without forcing," right? The line that will set you apart from 95% of men is simple. "No problem. I'm enjoying getting to know you. Let's go at whatever pace feels natural to you." You say this once. You don't repeat it. You don't explain yourself. You don't negotiate. Then, and this is critical, you maintain consistent behavior without adding pressure. You still flirt. You still plan dates. You still express interest. You just stop trying to accelerate the relationship. This shows that you're in control of your emotions, and it shows maturity. This shows a man who knows how to pace himself and the connection, and that can be very attractive to women. When she says take it slow because you're moving too fast, she's not rejecting you. She's asking you to regulate the energy of the connection. If you panic, cling, disappear, she'll lose interest. If you handle it calmly, her attraction will grow because she feels safe and respected without feeling controlled. Going slow is not the enemy. Needing speed is. Number 3, the protecting her heart from her past version. Now, this is the version most men take personally, even though it has almost nothing to do with them. When a woman says take it slow because she's protecting her heart, she's not responding to you. She's responding to the ghosts of every man who hurt her before you ever showed up. Her past is pacing her present. Men miss this because they assume attraction works like a yes and no switch. It's not really like that. For women, attraction is often layered with fear, with skepticism, with self-protection, especially when she's dating someone she actually likes. You see, when a woman has been betrayed, blindsided, cheated on, abandoned, or emotionally manipulated, her nervous system becomes conscious of anything that feels too good too soon, right? Great chemistry actually scares her. Consistency can shock her. Kindness can feel unfamiliar. Stability feels dangerous because it means she might attach, and the attachment is what got her hurt in the first place, right? So when she says, take it slow, what she means is, I like you. And that's exactly what makes me nervous. So I want you to look for these subtle cues. She pulls back right after an amazing date. She goes quiet when things feel too close. She hesitates when you initiate deep emotional connection. She opens up in small doses, not all at once. She looks for proof that you won't disappear, right? She checks if your words match your actions over time. These aren't games, or manipulation, or low interest. It's fear, trying to protect her heart from reliving old pain. Men typically blow this version up in two ways, right? What they do is they push harder. Number 1. Why are you distant? Do you even like me? Where is this going? Why won't you open up? Pressure triggers the exact fear that she's fighting. You think more effort is reassurance. She experiences more effort as emotional invasion. 2. They try to fix her wounds. They tell her to trust them. They promise they're different. They rush vulnerability. They try to heal what isn't their job to heal. And this makes her feel managed, not understood. And worse, women don't believe promises. They believe patterns. Women with emotional scars don't test with words. They test with time. She wants to know, do you stay consistent when she's slightly distant? Do you stay calm when she's unsure? Do you respect her boundaries without shutting down? Do you maintain interest without forcing intimacy? Do you allow space without interpreting it as rejection? This is where emotionally immature men eliminate themselves. The moment she senses he needs immediate closeness to feel secure, she'll pull back even harder. So your correct response is to offer stability without pressure. This is where grounded man can shine. You don't fix, you don't force, you don't chase. You simply become calm, consistent, predictable, emotionally steady. Your energy should say, I'm not rushing. I'll meet you at your pace. This builds trust, faster than any words. Attraction is already there. What she's looking for is safety. Safety to like you. Safety to open up. Safety to attach. You know when she feels that, she will naturally speed up all on her own. A woman who's protecting her heart is not a woman who's unsure about you. She's a woman who's scared of herself, scared of where her emotions might lead her, and she's pulling guardrails up so she doesn't fall too fast. Handle this version right, and you become the first man she actually trusts, after all the damage. Handle it wrong, and you blend in with all the men who caused the damage in the first place. Number 4. The low-interest version. Sometimes take it slow is not emotional pacing, fear, boundaries, or trauma. It's disinterest, and she's just being diplomatic about it. Women use take it slow as a gentle buffer when they don't want to hurt a man, reject him outright, or start a confrontation. It's her way of keeping things lukewarm
so she can keep her
options open without feeling like the bad guy. Now this version is about protecting your feelings while she decides if she even wants a connection with you. And the faster you learn to spot this version, the less heartbreak you'll fall into. So this is how this version actually sounds. Let's not rush anything. I just need time. I'm not ready for anything serious right now. Let's see where this goes. I like hanging out, but I want to take it slow. These all sound reasonable until you match them with her behavior. And that's where the truth comes out. Her behavior looks like this. She rarely initiates. She agrees to plans, but only when it's convenient. She flakes with soft excuses. She invests just enough to keep you around. She's emotionally neutral. She shows delayed reactions and delayed replies. She entertains you, but doesn't prioritize you. She feels present, but not connected. Here's the bottom line pattern. Low interest is equal to slow motion plus minimal investment. Inconsistent effort. Women who like you don't pace themselves into inactivity, you see. They pace themselves while still moving towards you. A woman who really wants you doesn't slow the connection down to 0 miles an hour. A lot of men fall for this version because basically she isn't rejecting him or pushing him away. She's not cold enough to trigger obvious red flags. She gives just enough attention to prevent him from walking away. And this keeps him hopeful, confused, and emotionally invested. It's the perfect recipe for a man to over-pursue a woman who was never going to choose him. The mistake men make is you try to treat slow as try harder, but you can't fix low interest with high effort. The more you compensate, the less attractive you become. She sees effort without chemistry, and that confirms her decision, not changes it. The correct move is to match her energy, not her excuses. When you sense this version, your job is simple. Match what she gives you, and nothing more. If she texts once a day, you text once a day. If she takes 2 days to reply, you take 2 days to reply. If she invests minimally, you invest minimally. Not to play games, not to be petty, but to let her behavior reveal the truth without you trying to force anything. When men stop over-functioning, women's true interest level becomes obvious. If she likes you, she'll close the gap. If she doesn't, she'll continue drifting. And then you can walk away with your dignity intact. The deepest truth men need to grasp is this. In this version of Take It Slow, it's her polite way of saying, don't expect too much, because I probably won't give it. She wants your company. She doesn't want the commitment. She wants the attention. She doesn't want the responsibility. She wants the option of you and not the reality of you. Once you see this clearly, you stop competing for a spot she'd never planned to give you in the first place. And when you stop competing, you attract women who actually want you. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel. Catch you in the next video. Cheers.